So you have a YouTube channel, but you don't know if it's effective. You don't know if it's optimized. You're not getting many views or subscribers. And that's the purpose of this video. I'm actually going to be going live every Saturday between now and the end of 2024 to do live channel audits. And that's the reason why I'm going to do it, because I want to help you optimize your channel so that you start getting more reach and you start getting more people to view your videos and then ultimately become subscribers, because that's how you grow your channel. And it can also help you grow your business. So I am doing these live channel audits to help you get that additional reach and help you grow your brand on YouTube. So there is a form in the description if you are interested in having your channel reviewed. It's completely free, but you do need to fill out the form that's attached to the description for this video and submit it. And then once I've had a chance to review it and make sure that the reason why I do that is because I want to make sure that there's no like copyrighted music or anything like that, because if I play it on my channel and it's not copyrighted and you're using something that you shouldn't be, and maybe your channel or your video's been it's gotten like a copyright strike, I just don't want to have that happen on my channel. So I always like to review things first to make sure that it's going to work out well for you and also anyone else who's viewing this video. So today, for the purposes of showing you what a channel audit looks like, because you might be like, I don't even know what that means. I don't know what you're going to do. And therefore that might be deterring you from actually filling out the form. I wanted to use my channel as an initial try. I will say a guinea pig. We're going to use my channel to show you what I will do to help you on YouTube and get more optimization. So I'm going to go ahead and dive in. I've got my channel pulled up. Let me go ahead and share my screen up here so that you can see it. There we go. I'm actually going to put myself in the bottom left corner so you can keep focus on the vid or on the screen itself. So like I said, this is my YouTube channel. What I will do on channel audits is I will do a high level review to help you make some changes on your channel that will help you get more reach, more views, more subscribers, and help you build your brand on YouTube. So in this case, I'm just going to start from the top. And the first thing I would say is your banner. Keep it super simple. And you do have to take into consideration that a lot of people are going to be viewing your channel on their mobile. So when you do that, and you may not be able to see it on your, like if I pull it up right now, but that banner becomes even smaller, meaning it's going to be even harder to read. So one of the things that I do when you work with me as a client is I give you the template to use, because if you've tried to create a banner before, and you have uploaded it, you know that it's a challenge to get it in the right place. Yes, if you create it in Canva, it gives you dimensions. The only problem with that is the dimensions are for the full, I don't want to say thumbnail, but it's for all the different screen sizes. And the reason why that's not applicable here is because this is only one screen size. And if you go on to Canva, for example, when you're creating your image, it'll show you for desktop, mobile, which actually gets cut off right here and right here on the other side of that emoji. Keep this in mind though too, is that more and more people are viewing YouTube channels and binge watching videos on their smart TVs or on their bigger screen TVs. So that image will come into play when people are on their TVs or binge watching it on a bigger screen. And then, of course, if they go to your channel. So that's going to be something completely different. I'll walk through that if we work together, making sure that you can leverage that in a way that's going to help convert more people into subscribers. But in this case, you'll want to make sure that your banner is present and that you have something that tells people when they first land on your channel what it is that you do, who you serve, or how you can help them. Now, you don't want to put all of that on there. You just want to put something like this. I can help you grow your authority. Okay. And growing your authority, growing your business, those types of things are what I help you do. So when someone lands on my profile, I want them to know exactly what I do that I can help them. If they're like, hey, I do want to grow my authority, or grow my business, then they're going to start scanning my channel, and then they're going to start looking at the other contents. Okay. So it's that first piece of real estate that really needs to grab their attention and draw them in. Okay. Your thumbnail photo. If this is your personal channel, you should have your, I'm not going to say should, you need to have your actual photo as your thumbnail picture or as your profile picture. People want to know who you are in order for them to get to know, like, and trust you. This is the first place that you can actually do that. Now, you don't need to have your photo in your banner, but you definitely need to have it as your profile photo, and make it close enough so people can see your face. Okay. Not something that's standing back where you can see your full, head to toe shot. Nobody cares about that. They just want to see your face and they want to move on. Okay. So your name or whatever your channel name is, this will automatically default here when you create your channel, what that is. It'll show your subscribers, the number of videos that you have published to the public. So for public view. And then right here is your about section. Keep in mind right here, as you can see, there's 92 characters right here before someone clicks more. And the reason why that's important is that if somebody's going to come to your channel and they see those first 92 characters, it's what they're going to read, and what you put there is going to determine whether or not they click more to see the rest of the information. So I put here, like, I help women over 40 who want more sales by becoming more visible. Okay. And if they're like, yeah, I'm over 40, I'm a female, I want to see how else she can help me, they'll click on more, and then it brings up the rest of your about section. Okay. So this is all like how I help women over 40 really step into their power and have their spotlight get bigger and bigger, regardless if they're just on YouTube. This will help them build their credibility, their authority, their business, their personal brand, because there's all kinds of different videos and ways that you can create content for today. If there's things that are trendy, or, if there's things that are more relatable today than they would be 6 months from now. Seasonal. So if you have a seasonal business, we'll just say somebody who owns like we'll say like a landscaping company. Obviously, where I'm at in Ohio, landscaping is something that gets done year round, right? So it's going to be more popular in the summertime, but maybe those landscaping companies also do snow removal in the winter, right? So those are going to be completely different types of content. But how you can position that on your YouTube channel is going to become really, really important. Okay. And then your link. I always tell my clients to have one link. And the reason why, you'll go to channels and you'll see like 5 or 6 different links. The reasons why I say one link is because the more options there are for someone, the less likely it is they're going to take action. Okay. If there's too many options, people be like, I don't know what she wants me to do, so therefore I'm going to do nothing. So have one link and don't have it go to another social channel. Okay. YouTube is just like all the other platforms, where YouTube wants to keep you on YouTube. So in this case, you could either send it to a particular video. You can see up here in my about section, I have the link to subscribe to my channel. And then in this case, it's a downloadable document. So this is going to help increase conversions from people who are on my channel and get them onto my email list. So this checklist, if you're interested in creating a YouTube channel, this checklist is going to be exactly what you need, because they give you every step that you need to take from creating a Gmail account or using a Gmail account all the way through to publishing your videos. Okay. And then this information is just, information for you, or if somebody wants to see like, how long have you been on YouTube, that sort of thing. Okay, so that's your about section. And then that link that I showed you here, where it has the checklist, that's the one link that's here. Now, if you've got multiple links, it'll show one link and then it'll say like plus 5 more links. People don't want to see that. So just keep it at one link. Okay. This information here is just because I've got different plugins on my Chrome extension. So like, I do recommend everybody get the vidIQ Chrome extension, because it will give you different features, and it's free. But you, of course, have to be using Chrome in order to download it. But it gives you different information if you're going to a competitor's YouTube channel. If you want to, if you're doing searches on different videos, it'll give you different high-level statistics that are going to be important for you to understand if those videos are really popping on those channels, regardless of when they were publishing. And that's going to help you if you're doing the research the right way, which is one of the things I work with my clients too. If you're doing the research and you see that information, then there's a way to identify without going in and viewing every single video if it's a good video or not. Okay, so that's all that is. That's why you may not see that on your channel. Okay, here, these are the different menu options. So you can see here that I'm doing, I'm leveraging all the different aspects of YouTube. So I've got videos, which are the long form, like what you see here. YouTube Shorts, which are the vertical videos, which used to be only under 60 seconds, but as of October 15, 2024, YouTube increased the time limit on the YouTube Shorts. So now there's still vertical videos, but now those videos can be up to 3 minutes. Okay, so any videos that you had that were up to 3 minutes before, even if they were horizontal, they'll now be shown under YouTube Shorts. Okay, so keep that in mind if you're trying to figure out time frame or duration of your videos, and then also the format and the viewing experience that your ideal customers are going to want to see from you. That's going to help you determine which one you do. Now, I'm a fan of doing both, but you might be like, I just want to get started with something. YouTube Shorts is a great way to do that. You do have to add a higher level of creativity and edits and that sort of thing to keep people's attention and watch, get them to watch the video from beginning to end. But it's obviously an option. Live streaming, which I'm doing right now, I'm going through StreamYard so that I can share my screen with you. But you can also live stream directly through YouTube. Now, you do have to have 50 subscribers in order to have that option activated on your channel. So if you're below 50 subscribers, you will not see that yet. But just keep working on it. Once you have 50, then you'll see the live option available. And you won't see it here because this only populates when you actually have videos there. You'll see it up here where it says plus, and then you'll have this option to go live. Okay. So that's where you'll see that. Once you have videos, after you've gone live, then this will populate so that tells visitors to your channel that you've got live videos that they can view. Podcasts, this is, I guess I could be clicking on each one of these, right? So you're not looking at the same thing. This is actually Video Marketing Made Simple for Introverts is actually my third podcast. I started it this year in 2024. I did have Connect the Dots, which was a really popular podcast back in the day, but I had changed too much the type of content that I was creating for that. So I discontinued that after 156 episodes and started Video Marketing Made Simple. I did one in between with my daughters. We did, I think, 17 episodes, and it was during COVID. So it lasted for a short amount of time, and then we discontinued it. But it was a lot of fun to do something with them. Playlist is going to be really important for adding additional reach and SEO for the videos that you've invested so much time and effort into creating. It's just another way to expand the types of videos that you put on there. So another reason to create playlists is, as you can see here, the number of videos that are in each one. How this is really helpful is that if you don't have playlists on your channel already, I highly recommend that's the first thing that you do. And the reason being is that, let's go back to the landscaping company. They're looking for, somebody contacts them and says, hey, can you show me the type of work that you've done? And maybe they're only interested in like big lots, people who have a lot of acreage or like bigger homes where they might have a bigger budget to work with. They may want to see that type of work before they commit to actually having them come out and do the landscaping for their home. Then if you have your videos categorized, maybe not that detailed, but again, you may want to do different playlists, obviously one for landscaping, one for snow removal, but in the example I mentioned earlier. But in this case, you might want to have different playlists for, whether or not they have a pool or they don't have a pool, or if they only want the front yard, if they want to have just minor landscaping done, they need some cleanup work done. So depending on the services that you offer and the types of requests that you get from people who are calling in, that's the reason why you want to have playlists. Not one, they give you additional SEO, because when you create them, you can create a description. Oh, it's going to pull this up completely. It's going to give you a place where you can add the description. And in the description, of course, you're going to use keywords specific to that playlist. And then in the playlist title itself, you're going to want to use keywords as well. So you can see over here all the different videos that are in there.
It's time to grow your business. Time to get customers. Time to make your future now. Create a website in minutes. How? GoDaddy. Coding? Nah.
Okay, there we go. So you can see when I hit play, the other videos were on the right-hand side. And that means that if you send that link for that one playlist to a potential client, or somebody wants to do a deep dive, if you come to my channel and say, hey, I want to take a look at all those YouTube shorts that she had, because it looks like they've become pretty popular, which they are. You want to come to the channel, you could just go to the playlist, and I've got all the videos associated with YouTube shorts, from using a green screen, how to actually create a YouTube short, like step-by-step tutorial, different things associated with YouTube shorts that people have really loved. So I put those in a playlist. So if you're like, yeah, I'm really interested, now you can come to my channel and you can view only those videos all in one place from beginning to end. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. So it's about SEO. It's about helping clients. You're essentially, think of it as like a file cabinet. If you had a file cabinet and you had to put these videos in different files, what would be the labels of those files? Okay, and then that's how you would categorize. Your playlist titles are essentially the file folders names. And then what goes into those file folders are your videos. So hopefully that was helpful. Playlists. This is where you can create new playlists, see what's in the playlist. Like I said, if you want to come in here and just go to the YouTube Shorts playlist, then you can go there and you can see all the videos and watch each one of those. Posts is really helpful, and a lot of people don't really talk about this, but I think it's an underutilized aspect of YouTube. And the reason why I say this is that if you're just transitioning over to YouTube, you do have to create videos in order to get access to this, because you need to have at least 500 subscribers. Once you have 500 subscribers, this tool or feature will be enabled on your channel. So again, if you go up here to this plus sign, it says create post. Well, you can see it behind this, but you would create post. That won't show on your channel until you have at least 500 subscribers. Once you do have 500 subscribers, the create post will be enabled. Okay. And what that does is, you can see here, it's a way to add, you can share videos that you've just published, there, of course, but it's a great way to get feedback from your audience, to see, like, you can do polls, text polls or image polls, add your video. If you just want to share an image, maybe you want to do some motivational, inspirational posts, you can do that, just text post. So it's kind of taking that social media aspect of what you see on some of the other platforms and bringing it into YouTube. And each one of these, the posts, the lives, the shorts, and then the standard long form videos, they're all going to reach different parts of the, I don't want to say the algorithm, but the algorithm for each of those is going to work a little bit differently. So it maximizes the opportunities for you to get more reach by just being on YouTube. Okay, or by at least being on YouTube. So you can see here, I haven't published these in a couple of months, but here is one example where I shared the video that I did that. Actually, that was one of the podcasts that I was a guest on. I shared that podcast interview here as a post. Here I was just doing an image poll, shared one of my videos, just a quick poll, again, you can see them doing some images in here too, which is going to capture attention of people when they're out there. So this is just another way that you can leverage YouTube. People think that it tends to only be about posting videos. There's just so many other ways that you can use YouTube as well. Okay, so that's that part. Now, if we want to go into kind of going back to the audit itself, and I won't go this deep on the audits. I'll evaluate what parts I can help you the most in, and that's what I will share with you in the live audits. Okay. I won't spend time going through all those if it's not necessary. If you've got one thing that I need to talk to you about, I'll make that the initial focus. And then I'll go into some other things as well. Anything to help you out, right? That's the whole purpose of this. So if we go down here, you'll have a, this is just saying that I'm live right now. So if anybody, okay, and this is the description for this video, even though I'm going through StreamYard, there was still a place for me that first started this live stream was to add the thumbnail. So I'll have to go back and actually add the thumbnail. Okay, in your setup, there's an option for you to turn this on or off. It's a feature that YouTube made available as an option. So it's not mandatory. So this is saying that if you come to my channel, you're probably going to see different videos there because this is going to be based on your search history. So if you have been seeing YouTube or you've been researching YouTube Shorts, you probably aren't going to see this one, but you'll see this one. Okay. And then you'll probably see some of the other videos on here associated with YouTube Shorts, or maybe some other relevant videos, but yours may not look exactly like mine does. And if you're wondering what this is right here, this is that vidIQ extension I was talking about. And one of the benefits is that when you see this in the search results, it's telling people that this video is performing 100 times better than any other videos on that channel. So this was a very high, obviously, performing video on my channel. It's got 8,700 views, so over 8,700 views on my channel. And my channel has, you always want to look at the subscribers. So I have 1,570 something subscribers. This has more views than I have subscribers. So that's how you can tell if a video is performing well. And if it's something that, you know, if you're looking to create a how-to tutorial on using YouTube Shorts, this would be one that you would want to consider. These are the different playlists that I've chosen to have listed here. And again, these are some of those higher performing ones. Like I talked about, the YouTube Shorts ones are on here. My actual YouTube Shorts, different. So those are just different playlists that I've chosen to have on there. Now I would go to your videos as well, just to take a look at your thumbnails and your titles. Okay, so you can see I've done some different, I've switched up my thumbnails a little bit because I always look to see what other like influencers and top video or top YouTubers are actually doing. And so that's also how I realized that there wasn't as much editing needed on long form videos right now. A year ago today, I think that's kind of like when it started. Those, you know, major YouTubers who have over 1 million subscribers, you know, multiple million subscribers, they were just getting burnt out and just getting tired of, like, you know, trying to always one up the editing game. So they took a break and then they came back and they decided, you know what, we don't need to do all this editing. Like, let's just keep it super simple. And from a viewer perspective, people are getting tired of that as well. It was just becoming too much. And so now that's why I've been telling people now's the best time to join YouTube, because the expectations of, I want to say, content and value is higher, which is good for you, especially if you're a female business owner, entrepreneur over 40, because you have so much to offer. That's why I like working with women over 40, because they just have so much to give and so much value to offer that I like to help them figure out how to package that and leverage it to get the most out of everything that they know. And YouTube's a really great way, obviously, I think so, the best way to make that happen. So one of the things is to look at your thumbnails. So one of the things with your thumbnails, You can see here, like each one of these thumbnails has a face. So my face, it has text on screen, and then there's an object. So this one right here, this one, and then this one has multiple objects. That's going to increase your thumbnail score. So if there's no thumbnail, it's going to be really low. If you've got a thumbnail on there and all it is just your face, it's going to have a lower score. So these are the three components that are required for a good thumbnail. Face, and if it's yours, then obviously that's the best one to have on there. Text on screen, and then some sort of object. Okay, in this case, I had multiple objects, which is fine. You just have to look at the layout to make sure it's easy to tell what it is, and it's not overwhelming. Okay, on your titles, you have to think. So the packaging of your videos is going to be thumbnail, title, and then the first 30 seconds of your video, which is your hook. Okay, so think of how you use YouTube. When you do a search, the first thing that you look at is a thumbnail, right? Because it's the visual component. It's got to capture your attention in the search results. And there's going to be a thumbnail that you're just like, oh, and it catches your attention. You're going to read what's on that thumbnail. So in this case, we'll just use this one, what's holding you back from YouTube, because you're like, how do I get started with YouTube? It's about mindset, right? There's something holding you back. You've been thinking about it for a while. You still haven't done it. What's the reason? So that video was talking about what's really holding you back from getting started on YouTube. And once you can identify it, then of course you can get over that, and then you can actually start. So this was more of a mindset type video. So then on the screen, it made sense to me to be like, how can I portray like getting somebody's attention who might be having some issues getting started on YouTube? So that's how I decided to do it. Was stop. Of course, when someone sees stop, it's going to capture their attention. And then just do it. It's like, what am I supposed to do? So it kind of creates that additional question. So once they've done that quick review of, what is this thumbnail telling me? And is it of interest enough that I want to look at the title? Then they'll look at the title to see if it's something that's actually going to be something interesting that's going to help them solve whatever it is that they came for, right? So typically the people I work with, they are wanting to share their value, their information. They're going to help their ideal clients solve a particular problem. So I help them package that information in a way that's going to help them reach those individuals without, overwhelming them too much. So in this case, they see the thumbnail, and then what's really holding you back from YouTube success, your title needs to have your keywords associated with that video topic. And of course, your video topic should be in correlation with what you do on YouTube. So I wouldn't want to create a video on landscaping if my channel is all about helping women entrepreneurs and business owners over 40, like scale their business on YouTube, right? So those don't make any sense to have together. So it does have to be relatable to that particular video. So like I said, I've got videos on here that talk about how to get started with YouTube Shorts and walking you through step-by-step how to actually get started with YouTube Shorts, creating a YouTube Short, publishing your YouTube Short, like all the things, even using features for YouTube Shorts. This one in particular is, figuring out what's holding you back from YouTube success. So that's why I use those words in the title. So you see the thumbnail and you're like, yeah, that's interesting. Then you look at the title and you're like, yeah, that sounds like something I need to listen to or watch. Then you're going to click on the title. Okay. Watch or listen to the first 30. It might be an ad first. So we'll have to wait a few seconds to make that happen. But yeah, it's going to take a few seconds to actually get started. Maybe it'll go directly into my video. Let's hope. Oh, there we go. It is, I think. Are you hesitating to start posting on YouTube because you feel like your videos might be, I think that's too low. Let me increase that. Don't like how you look, or you have no. Okay, I'm going to go back so you can hear. Hopefully, I know that was kind of soft, so I just increased the volume. So first 30 seconds, when you first go on here, why are you hesitating? That's the screen on text. Okay, so we have to pay attention to those first 30 seconds of your video. So then you want to play it and then listen. Are you hesitating to start posting on YouTube because you feel like your videos might be crappy? Maybe you don't. Okay, so those first few sentences are going to be the things that are actually going to draw you in. So I didn't say, hi, my name is Vicki O'Neill. Here's who I serve. Here's what I do. I went directly into the hook, which was all about, saying, hey, are you, not creating videos because you think your videos are going to be crappy? I mean, we all start with crappy videos. So of course the answer is going to be yes, because that's why you're not starting to create videos. You think they're crappy. And the problem is that you think that shouldn't be the case. In reality, your videos are going to be crappy, and that is the way it's supposed to be. So that was all about walking you through the steps to get past that and say, just do it. Just press record. Get to the point of creating your crappy videos so you can get better and put your crappy video mentality behind you, and you can keep moving forward and get 1% better every time. What working with my clients, it's all about getting 1% better every time. So create the crappy videos. That's what that was about. Okay. So that's what I would do in an audit review. And I'd kind of like glance through here. And, if somebody was doing this, they'd be like, okay, well, I can see that you've switched up your thumbnail style. And you can probably tell too, scanning my videos, that I have changed my thumbnail style. I was trying to figure out different, what I thought would be really good or what would work better. So you can see it. I went through a phase here where it was, I put my object in the background and faded it, and then used like this blue background with white text. And then I switched to like the green and the pink, which are my brand colors. So it made sense to do that. Mixed it up a little bit here for some reason. I really probably should clean those up. So you can see that I was just trying different things. And I went through, I actually liked this format a lot, but it seemed like I started getting less views. So I'm like, maybe I need to change it. And then I also noticed that people were using whatever frame, like from their videos, as their background, and not doing, like in this case, I was removing the background and just using myself on the screen and then adding the other components. And so I noticed that people were not doing that anymore. So that's why I switched it up here. But I'm still using the green. I wear black in, like, I'm not right now because I'm getting ready to go take a walk. But in my videos, I will wear black because that's my main color. And then I use the bright pink and bright green are the colors that I use to pop as part of my brand colors too. So that's why you'll see those in here. But you'll want to make sure that when you're going through, it's okay if you want to switch up your thumbnails, especially at the beginning, because you don't know what's going to look well. You don't know what's going to stand out. There's ways that you can figure that out, through your research as well. And I go through all of that. In fact, I've got a 8-week program coming up in the beginning of 2025. It starts that second week of January. So if you're interested, just comment, leave a comment in below this video. Let me know that you're interested, and we can have a chat and make sure that it's a good fit for you and the expectations that you need. I also have a Get Started with YouTube 14-day program. It's one where you work at your own pace, but it walks you through. Again, it's a great complement to the checklist, because the checklist is just a checklist. The 14-day program that gets you up and running actually gets you, walks you through the steps on, creating your channel and then actually creating your first 3 videos. So if you're interested in that, I'll include the link in the description for that program, because it's a do it on your own, your own pace. But if you're interested in the 8-week program where you're working with me, we go live. I will, that I do want to have a conversation with, just to make sure that it's a good fit for both of us. So if that's the case, just leave a comment. And then when I see your comment, we can coordinate how we're going to have that conversation and take it from there. Okay. So I know this was a really long video, but the high level of that is I would go through, your banner, your profile, your about, see what you're using on YouTube, give you some suggestions on what you could do. And then I would walk through your thumbnail, your title and then listen to the first 30 seconds of video and give you feedback on that. So that's what it is. Okay. That's what a YouTube channel audit is. And again, the purpose of that is to help you increase your SEO, get more reach. And of course, if you can get more reach, that means that your brand's getting in front of more people, which is going to build your authority, your business, and get you more clients. So that's what this is all about. All right. Thank you for being here. And let me go ahead and remove that. And hopefully you choose to take advantage of this free service that I am offering. And I will see you next Saturday. Thanks.